What's poppin', guys? It's your boy Big Bro Dre, and I'm back with another video. And in today's video, I will be answering one of my supporters' questions. So let's get to the video. What's up, guys? It's your boy Big Bro Dre, and I'm back with another one. And today's video, I'll be answering the supporters' question. But before I start, I always start my videos by thanking my supporters, thanking my subscribers, thanking anybody who's done anything for my channel, who's liked and commented on my Instagram posts, and done anything to support my channel. I appreciate it, because without y'all, I wouldn't do this shit, because I make enough money doing what I do in the Army. So there you go. Appreciate you guys. And I want to let you guys know that we are almost at that goal of 2,000 subscribers. And I will make sure that I post a thank you to you guys when we reach that goal. All right, guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to the question. So y'all know I usually don't answer these questions in full detail because I'm busy and I got time to do that shit. But today I kind of have to give you guys context on what the question actually was, and to make sure that I answer this gentleman's question in the right way that I'm supposed to. All right, guys. He starts by saying, Dre, what's up, man? I really enjoyed your videos. And I appreciate that you talk about the culture of the military and not just the technical shit. Yeah, I do that shit on purpose too, bro. You a real one. Thank you, bro. All right, I'm a black man, single with no kids. All right, hey, y'all ain't gotta do that, man. If you black, white, Asian, it don't matter to me, man. I'm gonna answer the question anyway. I'm not one of them, so it don't matter, man. My channel is inclusive. Like, it's cool if you black, like, shout out to black folks, but I'm gonna answer the question regardless of whether you, it don't matter. All right, I'm a black man, single with no kids. This woman in my unit has been hitting on me. I'm assuming he doesn't mean physically. He means like approaching him. Coming to my office, asking me out to lunch, and we've been cool. I like her, but I am skeptical about her intentions because she's a captain and I'm a second lieutenant. Okay. She is separated from her husband, so she married, going through a divorce. Fast forward 2 weeks, we had a section outing at a Dave & Buster's type place. If y'all don't know what Dave & Buster's is, it's like Chuck E. Cheese for grown people. All right, if y'all don't know what Chuck E. Cheese is, man, you too young to be watching my damn videos. All right, we had a section out at a Dave & Buster's type place, and after the outing, she invited me to her house for wine. We ended up booking. I hope you over 21, LT. By the way, if she invited you over to her house, we ended up booking up. I think he meant hooking up that night. It was great and we had fun. Well, now she calls me all the time. She comes by my office every day and she wants me over all the time. The thing is, I'm not ready for a relationship with her. Plus, she is kind of like my boss, but she doesn't rate me, but works in my section. Also, I don't want to hurt her feelings. What would you do in this situation, bro? Thanks for your help. You are the GOAT. Thank you, my good brother. I appreciate the question because it is a very good question. So what I'm gonna do is I'll start by telling you some of the regulatory stuff that I know is kind of wrong about this. And one of the things that in the military, so one of the things that a lot of people, and the reason why I'm here for you guys is a lot of people, excuse me, they see somebody in the military and they automatically assume that we don't go through everyday struggles like everybody else. Like, we have family problems. Some of us don't have mothers and fathers. I have real shitty moms and dads. We have financial problems. We have relationship problems. Like, we go through the same stuff that regular, normal human beings go through. It don't get a lot of light shined on it because we're supposed to be these, like, people that don't have, like, feelings and we don't go through shit. Like, got it. We're supposed to be tough, right? But, like, we go through stuff just like everybody else. So I'm going to point that out. Like, we go through stuff. Another thing about this is, so because she's a lieutenant and you're a captain, vice versa. She's a captain, you're a second lieutenant. I think it's technically legal for you guys to date, but I think you might be stepping in the realm of fraternization because she's in your section. That's what you said, she's in your section. So To be honest, and so I won't get into the regulatory guidance because I ain't read about it, and I don't really, right off the top of my head, I don't know right away if that's the thing. I would tell you though that in life and in the military, there's a double standard. And I'll tell you that had you been doing the same type of things, it might have been seen away. So I'll tell you to be careful with that. Also, in the military, we kind of got to take into account, you got to think, the sexual assault and the sexual harassment guidelines are very touch and go. So, like, you could get in a lot of trouble if you make the wrong move. So, please, bro, at the end of the day, make sure that you're not projecting that she like you more than you say. And then you end up doing something or saying something crazy to her that's going to get you in trouble. So, that's number 2. Number 3, you said y'all hooked up or whatever. So, you already did the do. So, and then your thing is that she keep calling you, so she pretty much pestering you and giving you like relationships vibe, and you ain't really with that. So, listen, you already did what you did, but I will tell you in the future, bro, do not sleep or deal with women that you work with. Do not do that shit. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm not on no moral high ground or who you shouldn't be mad. Y'all know me, I'm not on that. From a practical standpoint, it's bad business, right? So like, you got to see this person every day. So anytime you have a dispute or something, you're not going to be able to handle the dispute. She ain't going to be able to handle you biasly because y'all slept together. You don't never want to put a person in a position like that, and you don't ever want to put yourself in a position like that neither. So you already effed up from that aspect, but you can't fix that. So, from just for future reference and for everybody watching, bro, it's a bad idea. I will even tell you about a time before I was in a relationship, before I was married. Like, anytime I tell y'all a story, it's before I ever met my lady, my old lady, my wife, right? So, take it like that. If I tell y'all a story about other women. Listen, I dealt with a chick that I worked with. Worst experience of my freaking lifetime, bro. So, like, me and the chick, we was cool. We started kicking it. But, you know, I'm young. I'm single. I want to do my own thing. So, I wanted to try to deal with other women, right? She wasn't having that shit. Anytime a woman would come talk to me, she'll say all kind of crazy stuff that wasn't true. Like, me and her was, man, it became to the point where I was just praying. I couldn't wait to PCS because that was the only thing that was going to get her away from me. I literally had to go to another freaking state in order for her to leave me be. And you don't never want to live like that, man. It's a shitty existence. So for all y'all watching, do not, I'm going to say poop because I'm about to get monetized, man. I just got the email and I'm waiting on review. So appreciate y'all for that too. But I'm going to say, do not poop where you eat, bro. Please. Do not do that shit. I'm trying not to cuss. Hopefully YouTube don't demonetize this one. Sorry, YouTube. But so that's number 1. So what I'm gonna do, this is what you can do though. This is what you can do. Alright, and this worked for me. And when I did it, I wasn't smart and I ain't know like women and how shit work, right? So when I did it, the shit was unintentional. I was just being lame, right? So women say they want your attention, or people in general. I would say, I can't even say women. I'm gonna say people in general. They say they want your attention until you give them that shit, right? And then they get bored and they don't want to deal with you no more. That's how things work. Unless they have a crazy, crazy, crazy infatuation or interest in you, which is rare, right? When the next thing come around, they're going to jump on that. So this is what you do. And it's going to sound like some loser. If you want to shake this woman, this is going to sound like some loser advice. But this is what you need to do, bro. Listen to me. Do this. Start picking up her phone call. Matter of fact, do one better. Start texting her more than she texting you. Start calling her more than she calling you. Ask her to lunch every day. Start showing her more attention than she's showing you, right? It sounds counterintuitive. But when you're dealing with human nature, man, people are backwards as hell, man. So what's going to happen is she going to get so used to having you and she going to feel like she got a place in your life, and then the chase is over. When she feel like she got to chase you and she got something to chase for, then she going to keep trying to go for that. But if you start showing her all that attention that I'm telling you, she gonna be so quick to be ready to drop you. She gonna ask you for space, bro. Now, I want you to write me back in 6 months and tell me how that shit worked out for you. When you start doing all of that stuff, do everything right that you feel like you're supposed to do or that you was raised to do as a man. Do all of that and see how it works out for you. Watch what I tell you. All right? So that's my advice. Now, if you don't want to take that route and you don't want to look like a loser and you don't want to take that route, you say you don't want to hurt the girl's feelings, but the only other way you're going to get out of that is to hurt her feelings. So if you don't want to take the route of passively removing her by just being like a loser, for lack of a better word, I don't want to say simp. I hate that word. But just being a loser, for lack of a better word, then you need to just tell her, like, look, man, I'm not looking for what you're looking for. I don't want this, what's going on with us. I hope that we can move past what we did. And I hope that, you know what I'm saying, we can go to a different place in our relationship than what we was. Now, with that said, you're not going to be able to, like, sleep with her no more. So don't expect that. But what I'm saying is, like, listen, you already stepped in it by going down that road with somebody you work with just because you want to see her every day. Like, I don't want to see nobody every single day, every hour of the day. I don't want to see nobody that much. So it's like you already stepped in it by doing that and making it seem like it was more than it was going to be. So, last thing you can do, and this is like drastic. Go to another unit. Officers man, listen, I learned this when I switched over to be a warrant officer. Like, we kind of got a lot of leeway on how we can move ourselves. It probably won't be good for your career to do that shit, but if it just gets to the point where you can't take it no more, you made this bed, so I'll tell you to sleep in it. But if you get to the point where you can't do it no more, bro, just move to another spot, to another unit, and you ain't got to deal with it no more. Hopefully, block her, do whatever you do on the lose number aspect or whatever, and you'll be all right. But that's just my advice for this young man. Listen, I hope you make it out of this. For the future, though, all my guys watching, even my ladies watching, whoever watching. When I say guys, I mean everybody. But most of my audience is guys, man. And it's right now, for my analytics, it's 25 through like 36 or something is the ages. So young guys. I got that right below that is 18 through 25. So for all my people watching, mostly guys, if you work with somebody and you like them, bro, let that shit go. Do not poop or don't shit where you sleep or where you eat at, man. And this ain't even military. I'm gonna close this out with this. I said I was gonna keep this video less than 15 minutes. This is not even military, bro. If you work at the Waffle House, you don't want to be on the register dealing with the cook, because then you have to see that mug every single day. You cannot move. If somebody come in there flirting with you, right? You can't finesse your way out of that because you stuck. Like, you got to deal with that situation. So I'm going to tell you, that's like the worst thing you can do as far as like jobs. Like, it's going to mess your money up. You know what I'm saying? If you keep putting yourself in them situations. So, hey, I appreciate your letter, young brother, man. I ain't going to say your name because you ain't want to say it. And I respect that. So I'm not going to say your name. But I appreciate you emailing me. Appreciate you guys' support. And hopefully y'all learn from this gentleman's experience and you don't do that same shit yourself. All right? So, I'll see you guys in the next video.